Welcome back to our monthly or bi-weekly VTuber drama where usually some crash out happens with like a specific VTuber or it's Niji Sanji doing some dumb stuff. But this time, it's actually so crazy. It's so depressing. IronMouse is getting absolutely scammed by VShojo. If you don't know who IronMouse is, why did you even click on this video? She's one of the most inspiring creators considering the health issues that she has and the way that she pushes forward. She's also one of the creators where I rate her with like 200 viewers. She's always there to be supportive and shouts, people out. She's so benevolent. She's so humble. She does her thing. She did a charity, right? And she got done dirty. Here's a statement from her. Let's watch.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds.
$500,000, right?
Which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from...
Listen, scamming $500,000 is wrong in any sort of context. I acknowledge that, but there is like a different level of malice and evil when this person who specifically deals with these immune deficiency does like fundraising, charity events, and tries to raise money for that cause. And then the company, fully aware of what's going on. Like, this is not like they're unaware of like, oopsies, we just happened to, take away $500,000. They know. They fucking know, and they still took it. It is another level of evil.
VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really...
Put them on blast. Burn all the bridges. Fuck it. I see other creators, reaching out to IronMouse, like notable ones like Valkyrie tweeting out, like, if you need money for the lawsuit, let's go. Like, bro, gas them.
I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney
not to burn bridges. NDA, it probably is smart to not do that right now, but in due time.
To wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold.
Yeah.
So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
Goddamn.
But
imagine it's even worse than this. I don't even know how much worse it could get than like them scamming. I guess like more context of how they scam $500,000, huh?
For now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VShojo.
Good.
If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. Okay. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you were ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found...
Like, she's straight up bedridden. Her health is in such a decline, and she needs these, plasma donations, right, to keep her life going. And the really sickening thing that I see that is happening every like year or so, like half a year, whenever IronMouse makes headlines. I think the last time might have been when she was getting a lot of like comparisons with Kai Cenat for, reaching some sort of sub milestone, and then her becoming in the spotlight of all these tourists and normies, and then them basically saying, wow, you're gonna believe this man who's voice acting as a girl faking a disease? It's sickening. Every single time I see this shit, I guarantee you there's gonna be fucking doubters and haters that's gonna basically just say, nah, she's making this up. It's just vile, man.
Long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind.
And it's kind of crazy that like she started with this intent and became one of the biggest VTubers ever.
I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try
VTubing.
an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream.
Yeah.
And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously. And
so many people like take this, like so many people just don't understand the concept of VTubing, that like there are reasons why people want to interface with the 2D model to basically obscure their identity, especially if you're a girl. You get harassed simply based on your appearance. So many fucking incels and losers will constantly make, you know, rude comments and basically just try to get in your head about your appearance. You're getting fat, you're wearing too much makeup, blah, blah, blah. If I was a girl, I would absolutely VTube to get rid of all this effort to basically be a flesh tuber and remove that shit and to hide my identity. And on top of that, if you have this health issue that leaves you so fucked up, don't you think that this is a great way to kind of like supplement that? But then there comes the haters and they say, oh my god, you know, it's just a man, you know, role playing as a girl using a voice changer. And those type of people, bro, I see that shit, it makes me livid.
Even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo. And it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the IronMouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision.
Damn.
Because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid of—
Oh, dude, and then there was the other shit too. Remember the fucking random ass stalkers that basically copyright striked IronMouse's YouTube channel or the VOD channel? And it was fraudulent copyright strikes. And basically, the way the YouTube fucking rule works is that if you want to counter appeal, you have to send in your real fucking information. And there is definitely an option where you can register under what's called an LLC, or I think in America you call it an LLC, or basically as like a business entity. So rather than, you know, me giving my full legal name, I could represent myself as Kaka TV. But some people don't have that shit set up. And for VTubers specifically, where the anonymity is the most important thing, it is vile, man.
About trusting people, because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and 1,000,001 other things.
And whose expectations got broken, bro? It's not that IronMouse disappointed VShojo. It's the other way around, in just a way that is just, again, so fucking like, it's just so vile. It's so evil. $500,000 off of a charity for this specific cause?
But I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you.
All right.
I would always be told how important I was for the company. And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me, to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt—
Damn. Because, like, these kind of expectations being placed on you, and I think that she is so kind that she is placing these burdens that I don't think should be placed on her, right? Like, basically, her influence and her brand is able to bringing money to the talent agency, in where the talent agency obviously has different staff, right? Many different roles, and those people's paychecks are basically on the line of IronMouse. And she is now like thinking that those people's livelihoods, I need to take care of them, and that adds extra pressure. I feel like it shouldn't be that case, but for someone like her who kind of like, I guess, very kind, right? Very, honestly, I don't know if pure is the right word. Like, I feel like these expectations shouldn't be placed on her, but this is her mindset.
Like, if I didn't do this, and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody.
Straight up guilt
tripping.
tripping.
And I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me.
Straight up hostage situation.
And I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life. So one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo handled all my payments. And it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information. So that was always a blessing to me.
Could you fucking imagine if VShojo crashes out and leaks that personal information due to this fallout? Bro, that would be actually fucking nuclear. And God forbid that happens. But like, the way that this is kind of being set up, like, I don't know.
As time went on, I decided that I wanted...
That would be company suicide? I mean, at this point, the company has been suicided. You know? And you still see fucking organizations like Niji Sanji, bro. I mean, listen. If stealing $500,000 off of a charity event like this isn't enough for a company to die, they're pretty much 6 feet down under. At that point, it just comes down to, I guess, like personal vendetta. I don't know. Like it's a situation that I don't even want to think about.
I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. Oof. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year.
And now you can realize how they basically scammed her, right? Because they're acting as the middleman for anonymity, you know, purposes, right? Because again, the whole like purpose of being a VTuber is to hide your identity, your personal information. And if, you know what, I don't know, my content business brain is thinking about, I feel like this is a great opportunity for, you know, a company to basically start up. And I bet services like that exist where they'll basically act on behalf of, you know, VTubers or other people alike who wants to hide their identity and be able to make payment processors, you know, online in a seamless way.
My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers.
Goddamn.
And breaking the all-time sub record.
That's the Kaisuna situation I think I was talking about last year.
But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity.
Bruh.
The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me.
What kind of response will they come out? Will they basically say, oh, sorry, we forgot to actually send the final button. No, we were really gonna send it. We just forgot about it. They could play stupid. They could play dumb, right? They straight up could, right? I wonder what kind of because like there is no like positive way that they can do this. They basically have to feign ignorance because they can't admit it. And I guess if they wanted to go full aggro, they could say like, oh, for these legal reasons, it's in our best interest to not pay. That makes no fucking sense. Maybe they'll scapegoat it onto like one specific like exec who's getting all the blame and say, oh, it's actually, we were under the impression this person did it, but they didn't do it after all this time. Who knows?
Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on.
That's her lifeline,
I never
man.
ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to.
Dude, it's just sad. You can hear her voice breaking. She's editing and cutting out the parts where obviously she's breaking down the entire time, bro. You can just hear it.
Talk about this. Unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I really wish that I could tell you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings.
And
As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything.
Her community will band together. They will absolutely, bolster community effort, and she'll do better than ever. I wonder what's gonna happen with her VTuber IP. I've heard that VShojo operates differently compared to Hololive or Nijisanji, right? Where if you're a corpo VTuber, the brand that you represent, basically it's not yours, right? So this IronMouse like rig, her brand, is it beholden to VShojo? And basically if she goes indie, can she no longer represent it? I think I remember hearing somewhere that VShojo, it's a bit different, that like she can keep it, right?
Very sad and very confused. Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say...
Nah, it's not her fault. She doesn't have to apologize for any of this. VShojo is all to blame, and she's just getting fucked over.
That all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this. And
absolutely, this link will be... I'll probably like post in the description and, pin the comment as well if you guys want to support that cause.
Would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Let's go.
I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So, thank you.
absolutely. Like, VTubing is not, you know, the cause of evil here. It's these shitty ass, greedy ass corporations that wants to abuse VTubers and take them for granted, right? There's nothing wrong that she did, but it's like so fucked that you can hear it in her voice that she blames herself for this cause. That even though she did nothing wrong and she got taken advantage of, all she had was good intent, that she literally blames herself for this fallout.
Guys, so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry.
She shouldn't be. There is...
Bye-bye.
That bye-bye is so fucking depressing. There is absolutely no reason she should be sorry about for this, but of course she's gonna feel guilty because it still happened, I guess, under her name. But she did nothing wrong. All she wanted to do was raise money for a cause that is so personal for her, and her fucking company that is aware of this, that have also like made payments on her behalf, takes the money? How disgusting is that? I hope that this will only cause more basically like momentum towards raising more money and fundraising for, you know, the immune deficiency or the cause, and basically be able to fundraise more money. Absolutely, we'll be, you know, supporting this all we can. Hopefully that, you know, we can rate her also, you know, when she goes live and does all this fundraising streams. But goddamn, it is disgusting. I hope so many people, and look at this shit, bro. These are some titans in the fucking space pulling up. My god, this is like the fucking Avenger. Jacksepticeye, Sea Dog VA, BB No Money, Bao, Shy Lily, Abara in Japan. She gonna be fine. The community effort will band together and it's gonna be better than ever. TLDR, fuck VShojo. I am so excited to see what kind of bullshit they're gonna come up with this, because I hope they get dragged to fucking hell, which they belong. Please check out IronMouse's video. Here's the video. Go spread, go give it a like. Check out the Tiltify link. I'll definitely be posting it too. See you next time.